Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless Thursday, January 2nd update. Ian causes Mariah's worst nightmare. Sharon's vanishing act alarms Nick. The Young and the Restless YNR spoilers update for Thursday, January 2nd, reveals that some curveballs are still to come as Jordan Colleen Zenk and Ian Ward Ray Wise carry out their next steps. For starters, we should mention there'll be an encore episode on Tuesday, December 31st, and then YNR will air another repeat on Wednesday, January 1st. Things will pick back up in Genoa City on Thursday, January 2nd, so let's dive in and talk about Mariah Copeland's Cameron Grimes' worst nightmare. After finding Tessa Porter Kate Fairbanks struggling to stay conscious in Ian's clutches, Mariah will quickly realize her history is haunting her in a big way. Ian has been posing as Warren Masters, a kind-hearted prison chaplain eager to get to know Tessa at society. It should eventually click into place for Mariah that Ian has been turning on the charm to make Tessa his target. Ian tainted Tessa's water, but he may play innocent with Mariah and try to mess with her head. Regardless, seeing Ian again will bring back some terrible memories of Mariah's days in the cult and the time Ian drugged her into an illegal marriage. Ian will no doubt love the chance to get Mariah's attention after causing Tessa's medical crisis. As for Jordan, she'll be busy holding Sharon case captive after chloroforming her. Jordan may drive Sharon somewhere and stash her, but she might also get started framing Phyllis Summers' Michelle Stafford for her abduction. Meanwhile, Nick Newman Joshua Morrow will make a discovery that he finds unsettling. Since Sharon was supposed to attend the New Year's Eve party and never made it into society, Nick may be alarmed when he spots her abandoned vehicle outside. Once Nick realizes Sharon has vanished, it should leave him on a mission to track Sharon down before she gets seriously injured or worse. Our YNR predictions point to Nick stepping up for Sharon, but Victor Newman Eric Braden will also become a key player in all the Ian pandemonium that's about to erupt. The news of Ian's return is definitely going to make some waves, but it'll take a little more time before Jordan's role in all this comes to light. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Sharon's life will definitely be at risk, so we'll bring you updates on all the wild moments ahead. As the new year begins, The Young and the Restless plunges deeper into the emotional turmoil surrounding its central characters. The January 2nd episode delivers a powerful mix of suspense, dread, and anxiety. Tensions rise as Ian Ward, ever the manipulator, re-enters the lives of those he's once terrorized. His return unleashes a cascade of chaos, especially for Mariah Copeland, who is faced with the haunting fear that her worst nightmare might be coming true. Ian's sinister return and Mariah's worst nightmare. For Mariah, life had seemed to settle into a semblance of peace. She'd built a life in Genoa City, creating bonds with her family and friends, and forging an independent path. However, Ian Ward's reappearance threatens to undo all the progress she's made. Known for his sinister ways and manipulative mind, Ian is a figure from Mariah's past that she wishes she could forget, but who now seems determined to make her relieve her worst fears. The scene opens with Mariah having a quiet moment at Crimson Lights, sipping on coffee, unaware that she's being watched. Ian's arrival in town is no coincidence. He knows exactly where to find her, and his eyes never leave her as she goes about her day. As Ian moves closer, Mariah's unease begins to build, her instincts screaming that something is wrong. Her mind races back to the horrors she endured during his last stint in Genoa City. Ian had manipulated her, toyed with her emotions, and caused rifts between her and her loved ones. The thought of facing him again triggers a rush of panic. Mariah tries to keep her composure, but her body language betrays her as she nervously fidgets with her phone, almost as if seeking a way out. Ian's voice breaks the tension as he approaches her, calm and calculated. "Hello, Mariah. It's been a long time," he says with an unnerving smirk. His tone is smooth, yet every word drips with an unsettling familiarity. Mariah forces a tight smile, trying to mask the terror building inside her. "What do you want, Ian?" she demands, her voice quivering despite her best efforts to stay strong. Ian, unfazed, simply replies, "Oh, nothing for now. Just wanted to see how you're doing. See if you've grown any more vulnerable." His cryptic comment leaves Mariah unsettled. She knows Ian well enough to understand that he's never been a man of simple intentions. As he walks away, his words linger in the air, heavy and ominous. Mariah feels a creeping dread he's not just here for casual pleasantries. Ian's presence in Genoa City is a sign that something far worse is on the horizon. Meanwhile, across town, Sharon Newman is going through her own emotional storm. She's always been a complex character, strong on the outside, but fragile inside. Sharon's mental health struggles have been an ongoing issue, and she's faced her own demons in the past. But today, the situation takes a turn that no one saw coming. As Nick Newman arrives at Sharon's house to check in on her, he's immediately struck by something unsettling. The house is eerily quiet, and there's no sign of Sharon. He calls her name, but his voice echoes through the empty rooms. Panic sets in as he realizes that she's nowhere to be found. Her absence is unexplained, and for Nick, the fear is overwhelming. Nick's first instinct is to call her, but his heart sinks as he hears her phone ringing unanswered. Sharon is nowhere to be reached, and the anxiety builds in Nick's chest. The possibility that something may have happened to her is terrifying. Has she disappeared again, as she did in the past when she was struggling with mental health issues? Has she retreated into herself, unable to face the world? Nick's mind races, and he reaches out to her loved ones Phyllis, Victoria, and even Mariah to see if anyone has heard from Sharon. But no one has seen her or has any clue where she might be. Sharon's vanishing act is not only alarming but brings back painful memories for Nick, memories of times when Sharon's battles with mental illness led her to disappear without warning, leaving him to fear the worst. Nick's concern grows as he retraces Sharon's recent behavior. She had seemed distant, even more so than usual. Her emotional state had been fragile, but no one expected her to simply vanish like this. Could something have pushed her over the edge? Was it the pressure of family dynamics, or something deeper, a threat lurking in the shadows? Sharon's emotional struggle and the growing mystery. As the episode unfolds, viewers get a deeper glimpse into Sharon's psyche. In her mind, she's struggling with a profound sense of isolation. The weight of her past mistakes, the failures in her relationships, and the overwhelming pressure to be strong for everyone around her has taken its toll. Sharon feels as though she's fading away, losing her sense of identity and self-worth. Her fragile state is only exacerbated by the constant pull between her love for her family and her need to escape from it all. In a flashback, Sharon is seen sitting alone in her room, staring into a mirror. Her reflection seems distant, almost as if she doesn't recognize the person staring back. She contemplates running away, leaving everything behind. But she can't bring herself to do it, so instead, she vanishes in another way, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. She withdraws from the world, choosing silence over confrontation, escape over connection. For Nick, the mystery of Sharon's disappearance becomes even more pressing as time goes on. He reaches out to the police, convinced that something terrible has happened. His worry deepens when Sharon's car is found abandoned near an old cabin they used to visit. The cabin has always been a symbol of escape, a place where Sharon would retreat when things became too much. But why now? Why has she chosen to disappear again? As Nick prepares to search for Sharon, he's also grappling with his own feelings of guilt. He can't help but wonder if he missed the signs of her distress. Was there something more he could have done to help her? His love for Sharon has always been steadfast, but he's starting to question whether his ability to protect her is enough. The impact of Ian's return on Sharon's family. Back at Crimson Lights, Mariah is still reeling from her encounter with Ian, but she knows she must warn her mother, Sharon, about his presence in Genoa City. The thought of Sharon being exposed to Ian's mind games fills her with dread. If Sharon is already fragile, Ian's manipulation could be the final straw that sends her over the edge. As Mariah tries to reach Sharon, she begins to piece together the larger puzzle. Ian's return is no accident. His twisted need to control those around him, especially Mariah and Sharon, appears to be part of a larger, more sinister plan. His influence is spreading like a shadow over their lives, and for Mariah, it feels like she's once again trapped in a nightmare she can't escape. Will Sharon be able to escape Ian's manipulative grasp before it's too late, and will Nick be able to find Sharon before she becomes lost forever in the darkness of her own mind? As the mystery unfolds, one thing is clear: in Genoa City, the past never truly stays buried, and the ghosts that haunt its residents are always waiting to resurface. The stage is set for a dramatic new year in Genoa City, with the stakes higher than ever. The clock is ticking, and the fates of Sharon, Mariah, Nick, and everyone caught in Ian's orbit hang in the balance.